This is the plaintiff, Martin Corso Jr. He says the defendant and his men blew debris onto his 3 cars with high-powered leaf blowers, damaging the paint jobs, and they refused to pay him for the repairs. The defendant has a very bad attitude, told him accidents happen, and that he should go through his insurance if he has a claim that needs settling. Well, since he's getting nowhere with the defendant, he's suing for the $5,000 he's owed in damages. This is the defendant, James Baisley. He says he's been working at the plaintiff's condominium complex for 15 years. There are over 200 cars in the parking lot, and no one's ever complained to him about damages from his guys. Neither he nor his men did anything wrong. He refuses to be railroaded, and certainly won't pay for something he didn't do. He's accused of kicking up a dust storm.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant's men blew debris all over his car with a high-powered leaf blower and damaged it. But the defendant says no one's ever complained so tough. It's the case of leave my car alone.
Thank you, Douglas. All right, Mr. Corso, you are suing New England Greenscapes Incorporated, represented here by Mr. Baisley. You're the owner?
Yes, I am.
All right. For $5,000 in damages that you say his company did to your vehicles when they were performing the landscaping at your condo association. All right, tell me what's going on.
The day on the question is October 31st, 2012. What happened was Mr. Baisley was there doing his landscaping, and what happened was I was awoken. I had a rough night that night. I ended up taking that day off. I was resting at the time. I was woken up by a phone call. Heard the maintenance equipment outside.
Right, the phone call was to alert you to something?
Yeah,
or no?
My neighbors usually call me if anything's going on. We have a tight community there, and it's like a neighborhood watch type thing. But
okay, what was going on that they called you about?
They were calling me to let me know that there was lawn equipment near my vehicles. I have a couple of custom cars that I have that I take care of that I've restored in the last couple of years, and I put some time and money into them.
And you have them parked in the communal parking lot at the condo?
Yes, it's a parking spot that we pay for in the community that we pay for.
Do you pay for each of those spaces?
Yes, we do. We do. We pay to basically have them maintained. We pay them to have them
Who's we?
The community.
Okay, so they are the communal, okay, got it.
Yes, yes.
So
what happened was I just happened to notice, I went out to my front window and I noticed that there was a leaf blower on wheels blowing debris towards my vehicles.
Okay, was he targeting your vehicles? Did you have a problem with him?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think it was an accident. I don't think it was intentional.
So what did the guy do?
Basically, he blew debris all over the vehicles. There was rocks, there was stones, there was leaves, there was sand, there was gravel. Basically, when he was cleaning the parking lot, this machine puts out probably over 200 miles an hour winds. And
how do you know that?
Because I'm a mechanic. I work on machinery.
What mile winds does your machine? 200 sounds
180.
Rude. How much?
180.
180. That's it was pretty close.
Directional force, though.
Directional force.
So the blower head is about 3 inches off the ground, and they're adjusted just to blow the leaves. So
right, but where do they blow the leaves to?
We will blow them out into the lot and then down to the woodland area.
But I imagine they go like they don't just go.
No, they don't.
Like water.
The wind is blowing, and the leaves are,
So
depends on the day.
Who is the gentleman with you?
This is my worker, Ryan Harden.
Was that the guy who was working that day?
Yes, he was working for me.
Okay, what'd you guys do to this guy's car? Cars.
Not really anything.
Okay.
It's windy out. A couple leaves might have got on his car, but there's no way that
there's
that
took
much
video?
damage there.
Yes, Your Honor.
May I see the video?
Sure.
And in the police report, there was no damage done.
Do you have a police report?
We don't. He does.
He does.
So you were hoping he brought it to court today?
Hope so.
I don't have one.
Wow, if it helps you, maybe you should get it and bring it to court.
1 second.
Okay, so this is you on the inside of your
Yes,
condo.
that is actually the camera that's
There's
being
a screen.
filmed. Yes. And there's the equipment that he has in front of him that he's pushing.
Now look at the...
I'm not even sure what this machine is doing. Come on over here, please. What machine is that? We're gonna do that over.
Okay, so that, see how I'm blowing it into the grass? This
Not really,
way?
but so is there
It's coming
oh, I
out the
see, there we
side.
go.
See
Yeah,
how
I
it
did
goes?
see it.
And
It's coming
here's
off
his
the
cars.
side.
And so when I
This
turn
covered
around,
car is his car?
Yep, stop right here, I turn around, does not go next to it. Turn this way. And
Have
now
you
it's
seen this
facing
before?
back out
Have you
that
seen
way.
this video before?
I know what I did that day. I mean, I never seen this video, but I know what I did.
He just narrated each thing he was going to do in this video before he did it.
You're right.
I didn't blow anything on his cars. You can see right in the video. Obviously shows you, right?
How old is he?
22.
22.
Good job. Go back over there.
So, if you have a 200-mile-an-hour leaf blower, can blow winds that high, can that debris damage a car?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's more powerful than a sandstorm. So
You think so? That's actually interesting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's all kinds of debris that can come
Can
up.
it actually dent a car?
I would think so. Yes. It depends on what kind of a car, too.
Does it really? Like, what kind of a car can withstand?
Well,
What kind of a car can withstand 200 miles an hour?
if you're a Hummer, maybe?
Maybe. There you go. Going inside the courtroom.
I just watched the guy. I thought that your video was going to show me blowing stuff at your cars.
Right.
The guy went up to your car. The blow goes to the side of his
Yes.
machine.
You're right, Your Honor.
He comes up to your covered car where you have a cover on it.
And there's a car
Listen,
in
you
front of
couldn't
it.
have a better judge for this case.
You're right.
I am married to a total squirrel.
Okay.
He is so. I thought he was going to give up one of my children for adoption when she dropped a bike on one of his cars by accident. Okay, I get it. I get how these cars are your babies or whatever. But where's a video where I see him doing horrible things to your cars?
Your Honor, the only thing that the video actually shows is him blowing debris towards the vehicles. It's blowing
No,
towards the
it
grass.
doesn't. No, stop. What
You're
the video shows is exactly what he said it was gonna show before I saw it, which is watch what I do, Judge. I'm walking, see how the air is blowing to the side, not to the front, to the side. So your car's here, his machine is here. He's pushing the machine on his 2 feet. The machine blows air this way. I see the leaves go like this in the spaces where there's no cars. He comes towards your car and then he turns it around and goes back this way. He doesn't touch your car, he doesn't blow anything on your car. Your car has a cover on it. A cover, a diaper, the thing that you like,
Right.
the whole thing's covered.
Right.
Where is this big case that you stated in your complaint how you were going to show me how this guy destroyed your 3 cars and owes you $5,000? Please, I want to know.
Sure, Your Honor. Basically what happens, the car that was covered is a custom Dodge truck. The wheels that were on the truck were damaged. I actually have pictures that were in the phone right there, Your Honor, that I took pictures. You can actually see the chips and the damage that was done to the wheel. You can see the rocks, you can see the leaves, you can see the debris. Also, one of the other pictures, what you can't see in that video is the car, my wife's car that was just painted, which is sitting in front of that truck that was parked there that day.
Show me the pictures of, go ahead and put up the pictures of the damage to your car that would require paint jobs over some leaves and dust. Do you have the police report?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
May I see it? Okay, I see a rim and I see some dust on the rim.
Right. If
Are
you-
you saying that this is damage to the rim?
Yes, Your Honor. If you zoom in on it, you can actually see the chips and scratches that are on the wheels.
How do I know that that happened because of some leaves that I can't tell he blew on your car, as opposed to that happened because you're driving the car and, whatever?
These cars are very well maintained. If there's a scratch on them, I take care of them as best as I possibly can. If not, they end up going to the body shop.
Okay, so that's it. That's just the pictures of the...
There should be pictures of a black car, a yellow car,
Okay,
and
so
the rims.
I'm going to go backwards now.
That's correct. These wheels get polished about at least once a month.
Well, heck, I don't know which of those 3 colors this is because it's very hard to see that. Tell me which car that is.
That's the black car. And if you zoom in on it, you can see the rocks that are all over the trunk.
Did the condo association tell you whether anybody else had ever complained about their cars being damaged?
No, you're not.
How are your cars all damaged and need all new paint jobs, all 3 of them?
Because the fact is, Your Honor, it's just that
Because all
I
the
make
pictures
sure,
you're showing me is there's a leaf
No.
here, there's a leaf there, like,
right, but there are rock pebbles that are on the trunk. There's also rock on the glass.
Show me the pictures of the rock pebbles on the trunk, but then you're going to have to prove to me that was a rock pebble that he, in his work, got on
Right,
your trunk.
right.
You know, and that
I
not
have
that
a
you
picture.
staged it and took a picture.
No, I understand.
When you call the police, had the police look at this?
They looked at it as they're not bodymen. Here you go.
So you guys said that according to the police report, there's no damage. That's not what, it doesn't talk about damage. So maybe that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
what it says is there's no evidence of the vehicles being targeted.
Right, it's an incident report,
Yeah.
which, yes, we were there working that day.
Do you have anything from a body shop?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Let me see. You folks went to mediation, right?
Yes.
And you offered to pay for detailing all 3 cars, right?
That's correct.
So what did you offer him, just out of curiosity?
I said,
You're not even supposed to ask that, but I'm just dying to know.
200. I mean, that's the local wax place gets about 200 cleaning
200 for all 3 cars?
for all 3 cars.
Right, okay.
Your Honor, I also have an estimate on the car that the car was repaired. The black car was repaired a month prior to this incident. I had the car painted. Now, anybody would know that if a car was just painted, you have anywhere
Okay,
from
do you have any pictures of the black car in this?
Yes, in that camera, Your Honor.
Okay, I want you to show me pictures of the black car, and then I want you to hand me the receipt for the black car being painted a month earlier.
Okay.
The estimates that you're handing me
We're all for all 3
purport
vehicles.
that you have to replace the front bumper, replace the emblem, replace the front bumper cover, interior trim. Well, you're clever. How'd you manage to damage the leather panel in the interior of his car with your leaves? Quarter panel
That's a
hatchback.
picture of the black car after it was done. That's
That's a picture of
show
the
her.
black
I'll
car
show her.
damaged, right?
Yes.
Now, show me proof that you painted the car a month before this incident.
Right here, Your Honor.
Come over here because I want you to explain this to me.
Okay.
Also, come over here.
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right. I don't want to make you nervous. I'm making you nervous. What is that?
If that's actually debris from the road, but these are all gravels and rock chips that are on here.
Okay.
The little white spots are right, basically the chips, and then you got the sand right on
Okay,
top.
but when you take a hose and you go like this, there's damage there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have a picture of that?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, because I got to make sure that it's not just sand got on your
Okay,
car and you're angry
right.
and you
I
want
understand.
$5,000, you know?
I understand, Your Honor.
Right, because otherwise, I mean, that's what it takes to prove this.
Okay. But this is basically, right after the incident, I took pictures of it.
I know, you take a picture of a leaf here and a leaf there and you're,
Some rocks and gravel.
you are my husband. All right, go ahead and go back there. This doesn't show a paint job, though. This shows a bunch of work that was done to strip, inner door trim, handle. Where's the paint job?
Should be on there.
It's probably on the other one. Do you have the other one?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, look, it's simple. I have to know that something they did damaged your car. I can't just see that there's debris on your car.
Right.
By the way, that's your only video?
Yes,
That is your only, I'm
That's
not
my only
missing video,
Your Honor,
okay.
yes.
I know. And then I thought this was going to be awesome. I mean, we could catch you right in the act of being derelict in your duties. I'm going to see. And the kid was so confident because this is what I'm going to do. This is what. How do you know it hasn't happened? Because I know what I did. It's kind of exactly. You know, he gave me a narration a second before real time of each thing he was going to do because he knows how he does it. But there's definitely. You saw the pictures of leaves and dirt in his car. Okay.
I did. Yes.
So going forward, I would really, really, really think it behooves everyone to have some form of communication of some sort so that you don't have problems again.
Your Honor. The fact is that I've sent letters to the board. I've had another letter that they sent back to me trying to find out who to put the blame on.
But, you know, you could not really have thought I was going to order the man to pay $5,000 for 3 new paint jobs, did you?
Your Honor, I was more concerned about my wife's car just because the fact it was repaired prior.
That's the black one?
Yes, Your Honor. It was prior to the damage. It was just repaired.
That's what you can't prove to here today because you can't. A, you don't have pictures of the damage. You just have pictures of debris. And B, you don't have pictures of you don't have a receipt for the paint job. You have a receipt for an addendum to it.
You're right.
Right. Okay.
But these are just cars that are very well taken care of.
I know, and that's why I'm going to order him to pay $200 to detail the cars and wash the cars and whatever you had to do to clean them up because you offered that and I thought that was a very fair offer. I think you should do that, and that's my judgment, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, the plaintiff sued for $5,000 in court and comes out with a $200 judgment here. Your reaction to this judgment?
I'm not happy with it. Not happy with it at all. You pay to maintain vehicles. You take pride in what you do every day, and unfortunately, you have somebody who doesn't have the patience or the time to take respect for what you own.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, if that's the truth, you were unable to prove that in court.
You're right. You're right. I just guess you just have to take more pictures and make sure you have a lot of documentation.
Yeah. So what are the cars, what kind of condition are they in now?
They're in pretty rough condition, so I'm just going to have to go through my insurance company, and I'm just going to have to get them repaired.
All right. Right around the corner this way. And is there any way you could have taken more precautions to avoid this?
The precautions would have been to stick to the days. We got off track because of bad weather, and it was a windy day. There was definitely leaves blowing on the job site, and try to pick a calm Tuesday.
All right, why would he sue you if there was no damage to his cars? Why would he do this to you?
That's his MO. To go and try to get people to paint his cars for him.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, even if you're blowing leaves, just leaves, and you're trying to be responsible, but you damage somebody else's property, bottom line is you should avoid it, and you're going to be responsible.